Hi everyone, my name is Tracy. This is the 3-Wick Thesis candle channel, and today I have for you an episode of my Bath & Body Works Saturday ritual haul. Now normally I do this ritual haul with the hubs. We get up, go get some breakfast, usually go to the outlet store and maybe one other Bath & Body Works store in our area. However, for today's haul, I am in Michigan and I did the ritual haul with my sister. So yesterday was my mom's memorial. Thank you so much for the hugs and prayers and all the virtual good vibes you sent me in the comments section of my video yesterday. The memorial celebration of life went really well. It was so fun to hear different people's memories of my mom in different eras of her life. So just how different people interpreted her and the type of person that they thought she was depending on when they knew her. It was really cool. So just overall very healing. I was so glad that I was here to not only support my stepdad, but to be with my sister, and I got to see my brother for the first time since COVID happened. So it's been over 5 years since I've seen my brother, which some of y'all might not even know I have a brother. I do. He lives in Texas. So it's been really great. But I also really wanted to get out to a Bath & Body Works, so that's what we did. I have, I would say, an average size haul. There was no SAS stuff at this store. I mean, there was, but it was like, 3 red bins of Perfect and Pink lotion that I don't need, and like 2 bins of one of the fine fragrance mists of the Everyday Luxury lines. By the way, the cat behind me, where you at? Over here? Yeah, that's Red. That's one of my mom's cats. So you've met Harry if you've been watching my channel. This one's Red. He's not as crazy as Harry is. He's more affectionate. And this was like my mom's cat. Red was her baby. Yeah, you were, weren't you? He's really sweet. I like Harry better because Harry's a little mischievous, but Red's cute. Okay, anyways, I have a small haul. Some of the stuff my sister bought, some of it I bought. So this one is my bag, and I'll probably show that one last. And then this one is the bag that my sister got. So we were looking at the 75% off table. It was mostly body care. They did have 2 of the Always and Forever perfumes there, which really surprised me. But then again, they also had them up like on the top shelf of the display, and I'm like, I don't think anybody can reach those. So maybe that's why they were still there. But they didn't have any candles on the 75% off table. So then I went over and looked at the $10.99 candles, which I don't need any of those. I feel like I've probably overstocked on some of those scents that are the $10.99 SAS candles. And they had only one 75% off candle, of course, in the wrong spot, and that was the Christmas in July Fresh Balsam fragrance. And my sister picked it up and she sniffed it. She's like, oh, this is one of my favorite Christmas scents, but you know what? It's July. I'm just going to wait until December. And I was like, well, this is the Christmas in July label and it's 75% off. Are you sure you don't want to get it? And she was like, wait, what? 75% off? And I was like, yep, 75% off. Are you sure you don't want to get it? So she's like, oh, well, yeah, put it in the bag, right? Let's get it. So I think normally she would burn this in December, but she said she was kind of craving pine, and I thought for the price, why not? And then I was watching, I think it was Jory's channel, and Jory was referencing somebody else, but I hadn't noticed this until Jory pointed it out, that there's like a reflection in the sunglasses of like a tropical scene. So there's like a pink flamingo and some palm trees in there. That's a cool touch. I mean, the ears are a little weird and the nose is a little weird, but I like that. That feels like a little Easter egg to me. So anyhow, she picked this up. I like the decorative lid on this. This is a white wax 3-wick curly wick candle, and Fresh Balsam is really nice. It's woodland balsam, crisp eucalyptus, fir branches, and cedar wood. It, to me, is just like your classic pine forest fragrance. You get a little bit of the woodiness. You get some sappiness from the pine. It's beautiful. Just smells like a fresh cut Christmas tree to me. By the way, if you hear him purring, he's in a mood. He is just purring like crazy. And he's also shedding a lot. I'm just covered in red cat hair. Aren't you? I feel bad for him. I think he misses my mom. And I know cats are sensitive to that. Yeah, you miss mama, huh? So my sister and I have been loving on them like crazy. And then it's been really fun to see him bonding with my stepdad. Because usually the cats were my mom's. But he's really been bonding with the cats, so that's been nice to see. I think he needs it as much as they do, so that makes me happy. All right, so that is fresh balsam. That's one of them that my sister picked up, and then she also was sniffing the new candles, and she's like, "Oh, I really like this one." I was like, "Oh, well, that's interesting because that is a new fragrance, and this is the one that I want to review while I'm in Michigan." And so she's like, "Oh, well, let's get it. I want to buy it." I already brought it with me, actually. I traveled with it. So now we have two. But she's going to take this one home with her when she heads back to Washington. It's Fir Branches, Bright Citrus, and Golden Sunrays. And this candle is growing on me. When I first smelled it, I didn't really understand, like, the combination of the citrus and the fir branches was a little off to me. It felt a little bit too bright, maybe even like a little urine-y, like the kind of vibe you'd get from like a pineapple candle. And now, the more I smell it, I feel like this smells just like Neutral's candle that came out. Was it like, I forget, evergreen and clementine or something like that? I'm going to see if I can find it and then put a picture of it up here for you to be able to see. It smells a lot like that. I'm not sure how it will smell on warm. I'm going to let you know when I do my Lighting the Way episode for this candle. But I think I like it. It's just a little bit bizarre. And this is a part of the new camping line that came out for fall 1. So you've got these really pretty kind of transparent glass jars. Not entirely transparent, but enough to where you can kind of see through and see the wax in there. It's got the camping theme with the little mug and the tent and the forest in the background. And then they all have this just reminds me of like camping gear lid. And this one has white wax and 4 wicks. So she really liked that one. Obviously she was on a pine kick. She got 2 pine scented candles. And this one was a part of the buy one, get one sale that's going on. So then I was like, well, of course I have to buy some candles. And I picked up 3. Because 1, to go with her, bigger one, this one here, and then 2, because there are 3 in this particular line, and I wanted to get all 3. So they recently re-released Vanilla Romance, and I saw this at Winter SAS. It was 75% off. I remember smelling it and being like, oh, that's too inedible. I don't think I want that. And I kind of kept thinking about it. I was like, oh, I should have got it. But then that ended up being the only store I saw it at, and then it just disappeared. When I saw it was coming back out, I was like, okay, I'm going to give it another sniff because I think I do actually like it. I think I do actually want this candle. And I saw it in the store. We almost walked out without buying it. Saw it and I was like, oh yeah, put it in the bag. And then I saw that they had the 2 new ones, which are flanker fragrances of this one. And I knew I had to have those too. This really does smell good. It is inedible. It is very much a vanilla body care fragrance to me, but I feel like that sort of thing has grown on me. I'm less particular about fragrances needing to be fully gourmand or fully inedible. So I think I'm really going to enjoy this one. Plus the stepdad likes vanilla, so I was like, all right, let's see if he likes this one, although this might be too perfumey for him. It's fresh cardamom, vanilla absolute, and captivating woods. And I think it's that wood note that's in here. And to me, this almost smells like amber. It smells like a vanilla amber candle to me. I don't know if that's what the captivating woods is supposed to be. The cardamom doesn't really come through much for me. It says fresh. And honestly, I don't know how that would smell different from like the cardamom spices that I use that are dried. And maybe it's supposed to add some like brightness. There's definitely something warm and earthy in this. The problem is I'm struggling to pinpoint, is it the cardamom or is it something that's supposed to be in the captivating woods, or is it that vanilla note that's in here that's just deeply earthy and really rich. At any rate, I like it a lot. It is very body care vanilla, white wax, and these are kind of like your thin, stiff, ropey wicks in there. Yeah. I'm trying to think. This kind of compares to oh, is it Warm Sugar Vanilla? I mean, I feel like I get the same vibe as that candle with the edible and inedible mix with the vanilla. It's not the same, but it kind of reminds me of that. So that was the fragrance that's re-released, and then they came out with 2 flanker fragrances, which I had to look this up, y'all. because Kent over at the Candle channel is always talking about flankers. I'm like, you know, what the heck is a flanker? I don't do perfume, so it wasn't a term that was familiar to me. Flanker just means you've got like a parent DNA. This would be your parent DNA, and then the flankers are basically its babies. It's the stuff that comes from that particular fragrance. So like the Vanilla Café has the same elements as the Vanilla Romance, and same with the other new one, the other flanker, Vanilla Ease. It's got the same essence. It's the same DNA. It's just they add different fragrances. So this one is with coffee. This one is with lavender. I'm going to start with the lavender one because I think that's my least favorite of the two flankers, at least on cold. We'll see how it develops. It just feels a little weird to me on cold. It's Lavender Blossoms, Creamy Vanilla, and Soft Cedarwood, which then makes me think if this one has a cedarwood note in it, maybe that's a part of the captivating woods. Yeah, this smells to me a lot like the lavender and vanilla fragrance, the aromatherapy one. There's just a little bit more complexity. It's a little bit more perfumey in my opinion. That lavender almost feels both sharp and muted. I don't know how to explain it, but it feels like it's not only like too much sharpness from the lavender, but also that I'm kind of like, what am I smelling? So the way that it's mixing, I think, with the cedarwood that's in here is confusing my brain a little bit. Yeah, and it smells better at home than it did in the store. So I guess I have hope that it might be a good one. Same wax, same wicks on that. And by the way, these all have kind of a gold tinted the lid on the jar. Now this one, whew, this one's got a wonky label, y'all. Look at how crooked that label is over here. You can see it hangs way down, has a gap. Same with up here at the top. This one I really like on cold. It's Vanilla Café. It's smooth espresso, whipped vanilla, and toasted hazelnut. And you actually get the smooth espresso. It's a little bit bitter. That whipped vanilla makes it feel pretty creamy. And then the toasted hazelnut comes through. It is a very deep, it is definitely toasted, nutty fragrance. This smells to me just like a hazelnut latte. And I feel like on cold at least, the balance with the cream and the espresso feels good. Like it feels like a healthy amount of espresso in here. And I also don't feel like on cold this is too perfumey. This feels more edible than the other two. I also am really excited to see what this smells like in the body care. I would have stopped to sniff it, but we literally had gotten her two candles and one of my single wicks I'm going to show you, and we were walking out, and I was like, well, this is kind of a disappointing haul. My fans are going to be like, only 3 candles? And then we saw the whole display, but we were already like, you know, we got to go. We were already getting ready to leave, so I didn't take time to smell all the, you know, body lotions and body creams and body sprays, but I think the hubs is going to like this in the body care. So next time I get back to the store, I'm going to spend some more time with that candle. And then the other one that we got, or that I got for me, and I used a reward on it. Now this one, if y'all watched my SAS wish list video that I did where I went through my fall inventory, went through fall candles that were available last year, and kind of made a wish list of what I wanted to find at SAS, I came upon Pumpkin S'mores on Tessa's website that I was looking at and was like, oh yeah, you know, I smelled that last year. I didn't really like it. I don't think I would pick that up even if I saw it. And I didn't see it at SAS at all. I still have not seen Pumpkin S'mores, but it did come back out this year. And I said I wasn't gonna get it, but then I was like, you know what? I need to give this candle another try. Literally every person I've talked to loves this fragrance. The other YouTubers love this fragrance. Virgil just hauled it the other day. Eric was talking about it. I feel like there's all these other YouTubers that love this candle. I'm like, what am I missing? So I'm going to give it another try. It is roasted marshmallow, melted chocolate, and pumpkin graham cracker. And the graham cracker in this, now that I'm smelling it again this year, almost feels like a cinnamon graham cracker to me. And maybe that's what the pumpkin is. You get the graham cracker note, but you also get some cinnamon in there. The marshmallow is, I feel like, just a little bit ooey gooey. It's definitely more of a chocolate marshmallow than it is like a marshmallow with chocolate on it. So you just get some ooey gooiness from the marshmallow, and then the melted chocolate note comes through. My sister sniffed this and she said, well, I just feel like it smells a little bit waxy. And I was like, oh, do you mean like you smell candle wax? And she's like, no, it smells like waxy chocolate. And I was like, oh, that's my chocolate coins reference that I always make. And I do get that a little bit, but I think it's also got some creaminess in it from the marshmallow. So it's not like full chocolate coin vibe, but it's pretty close. At any rate, I'm going to give it another try. This one has brown wax. It has the cute, I'm going to rotate this, campfire lid that the single wicks have this season. And then your standard single wick, kind of thin, stiff, ropey wick. So that is the 5 candles. That's the haul. The single wick was free. The sister's haul was, let's see, $6.74. She rang this up funny. I don't know why she rang it up like this. I think because I asked her to do the rewards separate, but then she put my sister's clearance candle on there. So $53.90 on this one and $6.74 on that one. So about $60, and we saved with the reward about $90, a little over $90. So the candles were half price, the regular ones were half price. The SAS one was $6.74, and then I got the reward for free. So not a bad haul. I don't like paying for the buy one get one free on the candles, but also I wanted to get these 3 candles so that I could do a lit review on them. So I will be doing a lit review. That'll be out probably next week. Tomorrow I have a massive Bath & Body Works Fall 1 haul that I did right before I left for Michigan. That one was a huge BOPUS order that I picked up, and I had my 20% off coupon that I used, and that was during the $12.95 sale. So I'm going to launch that tomorrow. You're going to see that video tomorrow. I still have a Yankee haul to share with y'all. I have 2 different Lighting the Way episodes for Kringle. I have a Kringle haul to do. I'm just scheduling them. We're going to work it out. It's going to show up eventually. So if you're looking forward to those, make sure you tune back in when those get published. And if you aren't already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you can see them when they're released. If you appreciated this Saturday ritual haul with the sis, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. That always makes me feel good. And I will see you again tomorrow with the massive Fall 1 Bath & Body Works haul. I can't wait to share with you what I got. Until then, I hope you have a great weekend. Bye-bye.